So how has technology helped throughout this whole process for you?
Well, you have to know your data because you don't know who to ask or how to do it or who you've asked unless you're tracking this information. So we rely really heavily on Neon and especially when I was trying to look at our donors and look at our data and find out where the opportunity for growth was. Neon is hugely helpful because you can look at all of your donor behavior and you can look at your non-donor behavior and make strategic plans for launching this program or any campaign based on that information. So you have to identify your prospects, and I suggest you do it in phases by previous donor behavior. And so on this section, I left out the phase one, which was the membership for us, because that's not going to be applicable for most of you. And then you set up types to capture the monthly donor who engages by a payroll deduction or by ECH or not indicated in the recurring donors in Neon. When you're looking at fundraising, you can click on recurring donors and it'll list those people who are donating by credit card. So it does, we have people that mail us a check every month, an actual physical check every month. So those donors, those Butterfly Society members are not captured in the recurring donor button in Neon. So if you look on this screen here under account details, you can set up any relationships, any types here. And so ours is really, really deep because we have a lot of different relationships that we want to know about. So the first one here, this is actually my account, so I'm not showing anybody's info, but this is mine, and this says Butterfly Society donor. So I can pull a report based on type, and it'll include all of my Butterfly Society donors. So that's really important because nothing is more embarrassing or more hurtful to a donor who is participating, and then you publish a list and their name isn't on it. I mean, it happens. It happens from time to time, but it's really not a good thing. So you have to be very careful with your tracking. And then you need to re-engage. Neon helps us re-engage donors who have lapsed due to a credit card failure or expiration. And one of the things that I tell people too is if you can get people on the ECH or the automatic bank withdrawal as their donation type instead of a credit card, that is so much less trouble because bank accounts don't expire, whereas credit cards expire. So anytime you can transfer somebody from a credit card to an ECH electronic draft, then it's always better because you don't have lapsed donations because somebody's card expired. And then with technology, it helps us track our giving trends and adjust our campaign messaging. So we can go into Neon and we can look at all of the trends, where the growth is, who's fallen off. We can reach out to those people. We can preemptively see when someone's credit card is going to expire. You can pull reports in Neon. It'll say, oh, Becky Brown's credit card is expiring in July of 2024. So that indicates that we need to start talking to them now. Just give them a phone call, update the card, that sort of thing. So technology, I don't see how you can do this without a program like Neon, because this is your office manager, especially this is your development assistant, especially in a case if you're a small shop and you have one person like me that's in charge of you, that's responsible really for all of the development activities. So Neon becomes your assistant in that way because it's your memory. And every time you interact with a donor, you add a note, you put it in moves management, so you know where you left off with that person.